DgB, despite the lack of support from your own family, the attempts to cancel you, and the lies being spread about you, you're still standing. Why are you smiling?
Used to be the man, corner store knew my name, suit press ring on my hand, then the cracks in the frame. I was good, I was fine, pay stubs in a straight line. Had a car, had a crib, little boy, little red fridge full, bills paid, Sunday shoes, fresh fade. Then a shadow in my head, started talking in my bed. First it whisper, you ain't much, then it snatched my gentle touch. Started snapping at my wife, cutting corners on my life. Late nights, wrong crowd, laughing way too loud. First line, then two, just to get me through. Coke on a glass plate, clock blinking too late. Lost my job in a week, boss said, man, you're weak. Sold a car upon the ring, told my son it's just a thing. But I felt him pull away, didn't have the words to say. I was living in a gray eyed dog, breathing like a ghost in the club. Every hit, every pill, every move took me closer to that tomb. I was screaming but my mouth stayed shut, bleeding but I laughed it up. Then a man on the road made room and he called me out the tomb. Yeah, he called me out the tomb. Yeah. Woke up in a cemetery, mind heavy, pockets empty, tracks on my arm like maps. Demons doing victory laps, cold stone was my bed, broken glass by my head. People walked a wide away, kids scared when they pray. Voices in my chest said, cut, don't rest. Said, run into the night, you ain't built for the light. I tear at my own skin, just to quiet what's within. Every memory of my kid felt like change, so I hit one more hit, then I'm done. One more run, just one, but one more turn to years. Rust color the tears, lost count of my sins, lost count of my friends. Couldn't look my mother in the face, so I vanished from I was living in a gray-eyed dog, breathing like a ghost in a club. Every hit, every pill, every move took me closer to that tomb. I was screaming but my mouth stayed shut, bleeding but I laughed it up. Then a man on the road made room and he called me out the tomb. He called me out the tomb. Then he stepped off the boat, eyes on me, like he seen every scene on repeat. Didn't flinch at the blood on my hands, didn't back up when I couldn't stand. Said my name like he wrote it in stone, like I never once left alone. Spoke one word and the storm went quiet. All our voices couldn't ride, no. I remember that dust on his feet, had a crowd backed off in the heat. How I charged him while I'm done, and dropped like I weighed a ton. Something shattered, then it cleared. Felt the first real silent years, like the chains hit the ground, but there was never any sound. I looked up, saw the sky was blue, felt my right mind coming through. Yeah, and then heard on the hill, watched it run, watched it spill. My past went over that edge like bottles off a ledge. They begged him leave all in, I just grabbed his hand, said take me, let me ride. He said go back inside, back to streets that knew your face, back to every broken place. Tell them where you really been, tell them how I walked in, tell them grace ain't home for you. Ooh, tell them what my mercy do. Hey, I was living in a grave, I dug, breathing like a ghost in the club. Every hit, every pill, every move took me closer to that tomb. I was screaming but my mouth stayed shut, bleeding but I laughed it up. Then a man on the road made room and he called me out the tomb. Yeah, he called me out the tomb.
I've been running from mirrors, running from Sundays, running from me. But you found me anyway. I was raised in the smoke where the truth get bent. Cold water heart, but I still feel heaven sent. Eyes roll back when they preach their grace, but I cry in the dark when I see my face. Red rag tied just to cover the pain. Rebel with a cause, but I'm numb to the rain. Got scars I don't show on the ground. Smile for the world, but I don't know who I am. They say slow down, but the streets move fast. I've been drinking from wells that never last. Why I keep chasing water that never satisfies my soul? Why I keep playing stronger when I'm breaking out of control? You at the well when I was thirsty for attention. You saw through the shell, past the pride and the tension. I was running from love, but you wasn't judging my story.